If you know anything about true wireless headphones, you probably know Apple's AirPods. They're the current industry leader, and they're appearing in more and more ears around the world. So how do they compare to Samsung's brand new Galaxy Buds? Well, they do have a lot in common, but Samsung's brand new headphones have a little bit more tech for a little less money. Here is how they compare. The biggest outward difference between these two headphones is the way they look. Apple's AirPods boast the sort of golf tee design that we've expected from the company for about a decade, whereas Samsung's headphones go with a more traditional in-ear look. Which you prefer is totally up to you, but I will say that Samsung's buds are a little bit more compact when they're in your ear. They have these extra silicone ear fins that allow them to stay in your ear better, and they also have silicone ear tips for a slightly better seal on different ears. So another difference between the two headphones is the charging case. So Apple's charging case offers a total of 25 hours of battery life. So 5 hours in the headphones, 20 hours in the case. That's industry leading, and it is a great number for when you're on the go. You'll never run out of juice. Whereas Samsung goes a little bit lighter weight. This case only offers 7 hours of battery, but it does include a wireless charging feature. So you can put this on a wireless charging mat or even charge it with the new S10, S10 Plus, or Galaxy Fold phones. And that's a really interesting and compelling feature for a case that doesn't quite have as much battery life. Both of them employ a similar pill box design, but Samsung goes full pill shape, whereas Apple goes with this sort of rounded rectangle. In terms of controls and sensors, the headphones are very similar. Both use touch controls on the outside of each earphone to adjust volume, change songs, that kind of thing. And on the inside, they both have very similar looking sensors to tell whether or not they're in your ears. There is one aesthetic difference that might really matter to you though, and that is that the Samsung Galaxy Buds offer an IPX2 rating, which isn't enough to allow them to take dunks in the pool, but it is more than enough to allow them to be sustainable during long-term sweaty workouts. Whereas with the AirPods, you might be a little bit more concerned about damaging them as they don't have a sweatproof rating at all. This ear fin also has an added benefit at the gym, allowing them to stay in your ears a little bit better during vigorous workouts, where AirPods are not quite as secure without some sort of added device to keep them in your ears. Both the AirPods and Galaxy Buds integrate very well with both iOS and Android devices, but Samsung's new Wear app offers a lot more features than were offered by the AirPods. So you have different EQ settings in this app. You can adjust an amount of ambient sound you want in, so you can pipe in sound from the outside world, say if you're working out or riding your bike. And there's even a voice focus, which allows you to make voices stand out a little bit more clearly from the rest of the sounds around you. One cool feature that both of these headphones offer is a Find Your Earbuds feature. So if you click on it, it will allow the headphones to play a loud noise so you can find them if you've lost them. That's a nice feature to have for headphones that are so small. One of the biggest and most important differences between these headphones is internal battery life. The AirPods offer what used to be a class-leading 5 hours of battery life per charge, and that's still pretty good in the true wireless space. Whereas the Samsung Galaxy Buds up that by an hour during audio listening time. So they offer 6 hours of audio listening or about 5 hours of talking on the phone. And then comes the price tag. So Samsung's Galaxy Buds slightly undercut Apple's AirPods by about $20. They cost $130 new, whereas the AirPods cost $150. And that's not a lot of money, but it might be enough for even Apple iPhone owners to consider buying the Galaxy Buds instead. In terms of sound, we definitely prefer the better seal and better bass response that we get from the Samsung Galaxy Buds, although Apple's AirPods are absolutely no slouch. They definitely sound great. They have a nice flat mid-range and great high end. It's just that the lack of silicone ear tip gives them a little bit worse seal. You can't block out as much of the outside world or block in as much of the bass. It shouldn't surprise you, given everything we've just mentioned and the fact that they're by far the newer headphones, that Samsung's Galaxy Buds slightly edge out the AirPods in terms of technology, water resistance, battery life, and even sound. But it is worth noting that Apple has a new pair of AirPods on the way. The AirPods 2 should come out this spring or summer, and they will likely include a lot of the same technology that Samsung is offering with the Galaxy Buds. Still, if you're looking for an excellent pair of true wireless headphones and you're considering the Android or the iOS option, it is worth noting that Samsung's Buds slightly eke out the AirPods in many categories.